Last time on Skoolie Life, I took a tour down the edge of the Colorado River to a place called Chicken Corners. And the next day, I went to a place on the other side of the river known as Spider Mesa. It's a pretty rugged adventure. Coming to the only spill of the day, and it happens on what looks like not very technical section, but these whoops are pretty badass, and I install it right here. And these little whoops are perfectly spaced apart, so both wheels go in them at the same time. So you have to be, I guess you could just ride across them like traditional whoops if you had the right bike, and you could just glide over them. But the only way I could figure out to go over them was fairly slow, and lots of clutch, lots of throttle, lots of brake. And at this point, I just wasn't thinking, and I was blaring ZZ Top, and I guess I just underestimated the technical difficulty, and I paid the price. And when I fell, I tweaked my wrist and banged my knee pretty hard, but I didn't realize how bad it was until about an hour and a half later. But I got through this section all right. I realized I needed to turn the music down or off and use lots more clutch and throttle, and I eased through the next section. approached this section, I knew I wasn't going to be able to climb it like a Jeep straight at it, so I examined it for a while and realized I would have to change direction halfway up the wall. And of course, after conquering that first wall, when I immediately thought that it might be impossible, and then I just found the route and made it look simple and easy, gave me a lot of confidence. So I decided that nothing could stop me at that point. That was until I got through this next canyon and was looking at two pretty much straight on big, I don't know, 6-8 foot steps, and I figured I could get up them if I could just get traction at the bottom, and that was the problem in this case. It was just a big pit of sand at the bottom, so I decided there was not any real chance of me getting up these on a motorcycle, so I turned around once again. After my disappointing retreat from Poison Spider, I looked at the map to see if there was a way that I could circumvent the rock crawling path. And sure enough, I found a way in from Gemini Bridges Road, which is a few miles north. So I circled back around, got on Gemini Bridges, and realized that my wrist was pulsating so bad that I decided to call it a day and turn around and go back. But on my way back, I ran into a freaking tree limb on the side of the road. It was sticking out, and I didn't see it. I'd been brushing up against trees all day long, but this thing was actually a freaking baseball bat sticking out on the side of the road, and it got me pretty good on my already injured and swollen wrist that was making me turn around anyway. So, insult to injury or injury to injury. I had to ride home most of the way back to the bus with my throttle hand being operated from the left side. But as you can see, I got myself doctored up and liquored up, and everything was fine. Join me next time on Skoolie Life as I wander up and down this slot canyon known as Jug Handle Arch and fail to get on top of the Moab Rim Trail.